Most retirement mistakes don't feel like mistakes when they happen. They feel responsible, safe, logical. Not the stock market, not inflation, not even running out of money. Those are not the regrets retirees talk about most later. The regrets that hurt most usually sound like this. I thought I had more time. I should have retired earlier. I didn't expect my health to change this fast. And here's the difficult part. Most people only realize it when changing course becomes much harder. So today, we're doing something different. We're putting your retirement plan through what I call the future regret test. 7 questions, 7 regrets people only understand too late. And by the end of this video, you'll have a much better idea whether future you would say, I'm glad I made that decision, or I wish I had seen this sooner. Because before you decide to work one more year, make sure future you agrees with that choice. Regret number 1, I waited too long. This is the most common regret. I waited too long to retire. At first, waiting feels like the smart move. More savings, bigger portfolio, higher benefits later. On paper, it looks perfect. Safe, responsible, low risk. But something else happens quietly in the background. Energy starts to drop. Health becomes less predictable. Motivation slowly shifts. And the retirement you imagined at 58 does not feel the same at 68. One retiree once told me something I still remember. My money aged better than I did. That line stays with you because this is the real trade-off. It's not just about growing money, it's about having enough healthy years to actually live the life you planned for. So here's a simple question. Are you still working because you truly need to, or because stopping feels uncertain? Hold that thought. It connects directly to what comes later. Regret number 2, I missed time with family. This regret has nothing to do with money, and everything to do with time you cannot get back. Grandkids grow up quickly, parents age, life changes without warning, and normal days slowly turn into memories. We all assume there will be more time. Another summer, another holiday, another visit, another chance. But life doesn't guarantee any of it. Many retirees later realize something painful. They spent years building a secure future, but missed too much of the present while doing it. Now, this doesn't mean stop working immediately. It means ask a clearer question. What are you exchanging your time for right now? Because one extra year of work sounds small until you realize it may take away a meaningful part of your healthiest years, and those years do not come back. Regret number 3, I gave my health to work. Ask yourself something simple. How many people do you hear say, I wish I had spent more time at the office? Almost no one. But you hear this often instead. I wish I took better care of my health. Health doesn't collapse in one moment. It breaks slowly over time. Stress builds, sleep gets worse, movement drops, energy fades, and eventually it feels normal. Until retirement arrives. Then there is finally time, but not always the health to enjoy it. The truth is simple. You can rebuild money, but you cannot always rebuild your body. So the real question is not only financial, it is physical. Can your health handle another stressful year? Because retirement only feels like freedom when your body still supports it. Regret number 4. I had no idea what I was retiring to. Retirement sounds simple. Stop working, relax, enjoy life. But reality often feels very different. Because work is not just income, it is structure, identity, routine, connection. And when that disappears, many people feel something unexpected. Not happiness, not sadness, but emptiness. At first, retirement feels like freedom. Then days start blending together. Then time feels slower. Then structure disappears. The happiest retirees usually replace work with something meaningful, not just filling time, but rebuilding life structure. Travel, family involvement, volunteering, hobbies, community, purpose. So ask yourself honestly, if work stopped tomorrow, what would your week actually look like? If the answer feels unclear, that's not a warning, it is preparation. Regret number 5. I worked because I was afraid. This regret is more common than people admit. Many people keep working even when they don't need to, not because of money, because of fear. Fear of market crashes, fear of inflation, fear of healthcare costs, fear of running out. So they delay retirement. Just one more year, then another, and slowly time moves forward without a clear decision. I'll retire at 1 million, then 1.2, then 1.5, then just a bit more, and years pass quietly. Sometimes the real issue is not money, it is confidence. And confidence does not come from waiting longer. It comes from clarity about what is actually enough. Regret number 6. I never defined what enough meant. This is the biggest mental shift in retirement. Most people think retirement is a number. Hit the target and everything feels safe. But it rarely works that way. Because enough is not just math, it is lifestyle, habits, health, expectations, flexibility. For one person, a certain amount feels freeing. For another, even more still feels uncertain. Because the real issue was never just money, it was definition. So the real question becomes simple. What does enough actually mean for you? Not in theory, in real life. Because if you never define it, the target keeps moving, and that leads to something strange. People end up financially stable, but still not satisfied. Time was the only thing I couldn't buy back. This regret sits under everything else. Time. We treat it like it is unlimited, like there will always be another year, another chance, another opportunity. But retirement changes how people see time. Many retirees say the same thing later in life. I didn't realize how valuable my healthy time was. Because money can be rebuilt. Time cannot. Moments cannot be repeated, and health does not wait. That is why retirement is not just a financial decision. It is a timing decision. So here's the question. 10 years from now, what story do you want to tell about today? I'm glad I didn't wait. Or, I wish I had acted sooner. Because retirement is not just about money. It's about time, health, people, purpose. Money only matters if you still have the energy and time to use it. If even a few of these regrets felt familiar, don't ignore that feeling. Because the biggest mistake is not retiring too early. It's believing you always have more time to decide later. And next, we'll explore something most people never expect, how retirement actually feels at different wealth levels. And the emotional reality is very different than what most people assume. Watch this video next.